What's up guys, Kaizur here, and today we're going to talk about Azucena's most underutilized move, forward 4. Forward 4 has multiple different follow-ups, like forward 4-4, or forward 4 3+4, or forward 4 2, or forward 4 hold back for back turn. Each and every one of these extensions has its purpose, and I'm going to teach you all of that. But first, let's talk about when you should be using forward 4 and how. The first thing I want to talk about that not a lot of people know is that forward 4 is not the only way to do forward 4. You can also do it by doing while running forward 4. Just like that. And why that could be useful is because after while running 3-2, if you try to do while running 3-2 again, or most of Azucena's moveset because she's extremely steppable, that you will whiff, where you can do this in the while running 4-4 and be able to hit the opponent as they're running away. Of course, this also works just from back here while running faux-faux. For anyone who's trying to step you, this is a very common thing that happens both at low rank and at high rank. Once people realize you can sidestep while running 3-2, that's what their option is. So keep that in mind. So first things first, let's talk about forward 4-4. This is your homing move, and you want to use it when you see the opponent stepping, you think they're going to step, or if you can hit confirm into the second hit, which if you don't know how to do that, I do have a video about hit confirming. It'll be at the end of the video. Make sure to click that link. There is one really bad thing about forward 4-4, and that is it is launch punishable. However, this can be circumvented if you use the other extensions Azucena has. For example, forward 4-2. This comes out at the perfect time, where if the opponent is ducking to launch this, they will get up the exact time during their launch for forward 4 and get hit by the 2. It's awesome. One other thing with forward 4-2 for this launcher, I recommend you sidestep before doing the rest of your combo. This is the best way to make it the most consistent. To show you what it looks like when you do it wrong, this is what could happen to you. Which again, highly recommend sidestep whichever way they are. Boom, boom, boom. Easy combo, gamers. Easy combo. One other thing a lot of people don't know is that after forward 4-2, you're +1 on block. Which means, at the wall, you could do something like this. Even players at the highest rank love pressing after this move. It looks like it's not my turn anymore, right? But in reality, it is +1. You can get away with this. Highly recommend you give it a shot. However, if you only just did the high, the person could just stay ducking for long enough to also beat that high too. So, in order to beat that option, we also have the forward 4 3+4, which this is a mid that counter hit launches, and it's safe on block. This is the combo. Boom. Super useful for that type of situation. Using both these options is how you beat people who duck every single time. But let's say that the person just stays blocking. They just don't want to deal with this mix-up, which, you know what? Understandable. If they always block, none of these moves hit them, you know? This will do some chip damage, but that's about it. So, versus that person, what we can use forward 4-4 is to go into back turn mix-up. And going into back turn is very useful because Azucena at this point in time is only scary when she's in her stances like back turn or limitador. So having a move that you can go into back turn from, just out of nowhere, is really useful. So now that we've talked about all the good stuff, let's talk about the bad stuff. Forward 4 and all of its extensions can be beaten in very simple ways. Some people even have option selects that launch her. So the option select that everyone in the game has is they can do a dick jab, and they will always win, no matter what. You see? This always wins. However, of course, that doesn't really give you too much bang for your buck when you do that. This is just your option select. The other thing about forward 4 and its extensions, if you don't do the fastest one, the forward 4-4, you can also launch in between every single one of these hits very easily. Azucena takes so much time spinning around that anyone could just hop kick on reaction to blocking if they don't think you're going to finish the first one. In fact, you have so much time to interrupt here, you can even use Azucena's forward 3. And unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. With that mix I just showed you, if someone used the first one, they would get hit if they tried to launch you. Which could be a 50-50, you know. This could be part of your game plan. The problem is that there are characters, like Azucena herself, that have a very fast, high-crushing launcher that beats every single option. For example, with Azucena, it is down back 1+2. If I turn them all on, I will always win. Every single time. Except for the mid, it seems. I just found this as I'm recording. Apparently, the mid does technically tie it. There are characters with true option selects, like Yoshimitsu over here, that if he just hop kicks, he does win every single time. Even the mid, doesn't matter. He's not like Azucena. He's not a fraud. Rest in peace, our low-tier character. That's so funny. But yeah, I'm not going to go over each and every character's option select for this. You can go find that out for yourself if that's what you want. I just want you to know that that is a possibility against Azu. That also brings up the question, though, what do you do when someone does have this option select? Well, I'm glad you asked. What I have found myself doing is if I am going to use forward 4, which does happen, especially when I'm trying to do a while running homing, you know, is that I will try to bait out the option select. Like with Yoshimitsu, I'll do 1 and then punish. Because they do have to press it right away. Like, they have to react to this first one on block into doing it. It is something they have to react to. So, you can try to bait it out, or you can use a different homing move. You could just use, like, running up back 2. I hate this, though. Not a big fan of that. But in this case, like if I'm fighting Yoshimitsu, I will sometimes use back 2 more, just so I specifically don't have to worry about this mix-up, you know? Once again, though, even with these downsides, I highly recommend you use this move more. Most Azucena players that I coach do not use this move enough. This is very useful, especially when fighting people like Yoshimitsu who spin out of moves all the time. You can do this, catch them out of it completely. And let's not forget that when you're in heat, Azucena's forward 4 is one of her best launchers. And that's about it today, gamers. Hope you learned something. Once again, if you want to learn how to hit confirm forward 4 and any other hit confirmable moves, please do click this link right here. Check it out, check it out. See you in the next guide. Later. Jenny. Bye-bye.